Hello everyone, it's Mrs. White here. Hopefully you've been enjoying your op art lesson about Bridget Riley. I thought it's my turn now to show you how to make a 3D effect just using 2D paper and pencil. So make sure you've got your paper, you've got pencil, a rubber in case you go wrong, and a ruler. Okay, I'm going to stop every so often. I'm going to use this so that you can stop the video and have a go yourself, okay? So this is one my son's done. He's in year 5 and he had a go at this one. This is a monochromatic black and white optical art, and I did a rainbow version here. So this is what we're going to make. As you can see, we're just using straight lines, but we're making a curve using straight lines. How can that happen? Well, let me start. Okay, you'll need your blank paper. Now the first thing you do is you fold your paper in half. And half again to make quarters or a quadrant. So when you've done that, open it up and you should have 4 quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4, or quadrant. Grab your ruler and your pencil, and what I need you to do is to find the origin or the center point in the middle of your page. It should be where the lines join and make right angles here and here. Put a dot there. That is going to be the origin or the center point. Then get your ruler, and from all 4 directions, horizontally and vertically, I want you to measure out 10 centimeters. I'll do the first one. So I'm going to line up my 0 and find 10, which is there, and draw a line out like that. Okay? Next, I'm going to do the same from the bottom, going vertically up, 10 centimeters, vertically down and up, sorry. And my pencil's just broken. Okay. Okay, pencil sharpened. And the last one I'm going to do is this one here. So from 0 to 10 centimeters, then you should have a 10 centimeter X. Okay. Right, the next thing I'm going to do, along each of these lines, I'm going to measure up a tiny dot for each centimeter. So if you can see, I'm going to do one at the top, like you would in a coordinate grid in maths. There's lots of maths in geometry and art. There we go, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm going to do the same along the bottom. If you're really clever, you could put 10 in the middle like that and just measure 20 across. I might do that because I'm really clever. You might wonder what that noise is in the background. It's just my dishwasher. Okay, there we go. And the last one I'm going to do is along the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't have to be big marks, just enough so you can see there can be dots. I kind of do a tiny dotty line. Let me show you a bit closer, just so you can see the markations there. So now you've got your quadrant with marks of 10 centimeters along all of the lines, the axes or the lines. So then this is the fun bit. So you always start from the top of your star. You're going to put your pencil at the very, very top on 10, and where it might be number 1 along here, don't count along from the origin to 1. You're going to join like a dot to dot, join a line like that. And then from the top, I'm going to go down 1, put my pencil on it, and I'm going to move along another 1 to there. and then I'm going to do another one from there. Do you get the idea? I'll just finish this quadrant and then you can have a go. And what do you notice happening with the straight lines? Ta-da! If you go wrong at any point, don't be afraid to use a ruler, a rubber, to get rid of it. So you've done your first quadrant. So to make this easier, we're going to rotate your paper 90 degrees and we're going to start from the top again of the star. That way you don't get confused or get mixed up. And then I'm going to put my pencil at the very top again where 10 would have been, and I'm going to join 10 down to where 1 would be. And do it again. And go down another one, move along and further one, and so on. Let me see if I can do this quickly. Okay. So with the last time, I'm going to rotate it again 90 degrees. So the tip of my star is always at the top, so I don't get confused. I'm going to use my ruler, and as you've guessed it, I'm going to start from 10 at the top and work down to 1 at the bottom. And then 9 and 2, 8 and 3, 7 and 4, and so on. Okay, last one on the home straight. Again, position your star so the tip is at the top of your page and start from 10 and work downwards. Okay, if you're feeling confident with this, you carry on. Or if you're not sure, keep watching. Because the next bit is the fun bit where we get to colour it in. And that really is what gives the 3D effect as well. And the last line, there we go. Now we've got our 3D star. Okay, I'm going to use for my star, probably a monochromatic. I know that Bridget Riley, she used black and white a lot to fool the eye. But if you want to do a rainbow version, you can do. On this version, I did alternate orange and red, making a cross there. And then I used other rainbow colours around the outside. All right, it does get a bit tricky as you're doing the smaller, thinner squares around here. If you have got a fine pointed pen like this, that's ideal. If you've got one of those, a fine liner. Otherwise, a felt pen is okay, that's fine. A Sharpie is all right too. Oh, that's my son coming in. I'm just filming, Matteo. But it's up to you. I'm going to use for this one, I think, just so it's quicker and you can see it, a black pen. So go and choose something you'd like to draw with. Okay, I'm not going to colour all of this in because it will just take forever, but just to give you an idea, start right in the middle, always start in the middle, and what I do is I just put a dot in the alternate shapes I want to colour in, just so I don't get confused. And then with your pen, colour it in. I might use the other side of this, it's running out a bit. Okay, so there I've got an alternate side. Then you might think, what do I do now? Which bits do I do? So what I do is start from one colour I've done, and then I'll miss and make a white, and then I'll do another black, and then miss a colour and then go black, and then miss and then go black, and then very small, do that one. And then I'll colour in that line, and that helps me as a guide to know where I'm going. Okay. Okay, next. So where there's a void of colour, I then put a colour next to it like that to make a checkerboard effect. And I'm sure you get the idea of this. But when you're first starting out, sometimes it goes a bit wrong. If you don't want to make many mistakes, maybe use a pencil first to dot in the bits that are going to be colour. So if you get it wrong, you can just rub that out, and it's not as permanent as a pen. There's my next lot. I'll just finish one quadrant, and then you can get the idea. Have a go yourself and enjoy. Okay, that one and that one. That one. And when you get to these little slanty bits, it's actually quite tricky. So just think about, can you see these lines of checker going across here? Just follow those and it will indicate which square you need to colour in. I say square, they're a flattened square now, aren't they? They've been distorted. Nearly finished this quadrant. You can take a lot longer than me doing this just to make it really super neat and tidy. And if you're feeling really confident, you could then go over the lines again that you did in pencil in a fine liner pen, and that would give a really crisp star, or just give an effect. Up to you. Your turn. Have fun. Off you go. Okay everyone, so hopefully you've enjoyed doing that. Yours hopefully looks a little bit like this and you haven't had any mistakes or too many mistakes along the way. Enjoy. I'd love to come and see these when we come back into school and see how you did. Anyway, take care, lots of love, bye bye.